Welcome to the Week in Review at the Nebraska Department of Education. I'm David Jesperson, Public Information Officer for NDE. Thank you so much for watching this brief update. The goal over the next few minutes is to fill you in on some of the news, notes, and events that have happened recently involving NDE. And it has been a busy week, and this is a busy time of year. We'll start with the state board meeting. The board approved revisions to Rules 21 and 24 involving teacher certification and endorsements. Members also approved a series of federal grants. The details of the revisions and the grants can be found on the State Board report on NDE's website. This month, the board also designated Schuyler Central High School in Schuyler, Nebraska as the state's newest priority school. Nebraska is currently allowed to have 3 priority schools under AQuest. Druid Hill Elementary in Omaha was allowed to transition off of priority status last fall, opening up the opportunity for the board to name a new school. NDE looked at a number of factors leading to the designation, including consistent decreases in assessment scores, little change in the percent of non-proficient students, and a high absenteeism rate. As a priority school, Schuyler staff will collaborate with the support and intervention team to identify and guide school improvement efforts in school leadership, educator effectiveness, improvement of instruction, school culture, community engagement, and use of data for continuous improvement. Board members also had a chance to discuss and take stances on a series of proposed bills at the legislature. Of the more than 450 new bills introduced this session, nearly 3 dozen impacted education. The board chose to take a stance on 9 bills, supporting 6 and opposing 3. More information on those bills and all of the action taken at the board meeting can also be found at the State Board report. Speaking of the legislature, the commissioner and other staff have and will be testifying on several bills that have hearings. This week, the commissioner testified in favor of Senator Lydia Brash's bill on civic readiness and Americanism. The department is in support of the bill and increasing civic readiness in students. The commissioner also testified at the Appropriations Committee on the department's proposed budget. The current budget includes cuts, and the commissioner talked with senators about what those cuts could potentially look like. There'll be more opportunities to testify on bills the board has taken stances on as the legislature hearings continue. The final touches have been also added to the state's ESSA plan this week. The department has been in consistent contact with federal representatives to help clarify some points and explain how our plan fits into the federal guidelines. The commissioner is hopeful Nebraska's plan will be accepted within the next couple of weeks. The call has also been sent out for more sites for the Summer Food Service Program. The program provides healthy meals to children free of charge all year long, even when they're not in school. Right now, Nutrition Services is seeking potential sponsors to operate the program this summer. There's a particular need in rural areas. The details are on NDE's website. And it was a colorful Capitol building this week as representatives from 7 different groups gathered for a proclamation of Career and Technical Education, or CTE, month. The governor welcomed the students from across the state and signed the proclamation. This year, the CTE month theme is Prepared Student, Great Futures, and that raises awareness of the crucial role CTE plays in preparing students for successful careers. Thank you for tuning in to This Week in Review. We'll see you next week with the latest news from NDE.